Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, whenever you are watching this. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. I am the CHALL, and today, Chall Chats, Colchester United, 1. The Donny Rovers, 4. Donny's won 10 in a row. Come on! Get in! Brilliant. That's 2 games in a row, though, now, where we've had to come back in the second half and do better than the first, which plants a little bit of doubt in me, I'm not going to lie to you. Before we get started, make sure you do like, comment, subscribe. Let's get the likes up in here, people. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so you never miss another YouTube video. Make sure you're staying tuned to all the rest of the content. We've got some more videos coming up this week. And for now, let's get straight into this. 4-1. 4-1. First off, Colchester were frustrating us. They were really frustrating us. And fair play to Colchester. They did what they came here to do. They got the early goal. They were frustrating us from that point, and it took until the 20th minute to kind of soothe things up and make things better. Molyneux with an instant finish. It was a brilliant finish from Molyneux for the equaliser. And then 2-1. Great goal again. And again, the goals started flooding in the second half. And I thought the second half were much, much better. Obviously, there is a seed of doubt within me with the fact that we did have to come back from the first half performance to win it in the second half for the 2 games in a row now. So I'm kind of hoping the first half against Gillingham, we just come out all guns blazing and just try and soothe things up in the first half. And on Saturday, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. I mean, it's definitely a situation where I feel like we need to come out all guns blazing in the first half and make it even more comfortable in the second. I think we need to show Gillingham just what we're about. I think we're the only side that's got something to play with on the day out of the 2. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens here. I mean, I'm very excited. Don't get me wrong. I'm really excited about it. I think that it's going to be a very interesting, day on Saturday. I think there's going to be a lot of atmosphere, obviously. I'm going to be there, obviously, on the day, bring you a lot of content around it as well. So I'm really excited to see what's going to happen. Now, the second half in particular, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful performing by Rovers. It was very much, cutthroat. And, Colchester's defence did get tested a lot. Sam Hornby, the Colchester goalkeeper. Oh, if Wolves could howl, that was the definition of a howler. For that third goal, just slipped through the fingers, just slipped through the cracks, and yeah, Adelaide can chip in the free kick, Anderson on the end of it, and the passion from Tom Anderson, by the way. I think someone said it on social media this last night. That's 2 seasons of frustration being let out in that one moment of passion by Anderson. Yeah, that was that was a moment. But yeah, and then the fourth one just kind of tops it off perfectly, really. And then we saw the Colchester fans heading for the exits. Look, don't get me wrong. Like I said, fair play to Colchester. Fair play to Colchester. They had a lot about them in the first half. They were frustrating. They're building a good side. I thought that Richardson should have come on for Chilvers at the end of that first half. I didn't think Chilvers did enough. And to be fair, there was quite a lot of Colchester fans saying take Chilvers off straight away. So Donny, for me, did have to weather the storm in the first half, especially in the first 10-15 minutes. But second half, much, much better. Star performers then. Luke Molyneux, YI man. Jamie Sterry, YI man. Owen Bailey, Mr. Consistent, YI man. Tommy Anderson, The Thing, The Marauding Maldini, Molto Bene, Beautiful. Timothy Lotala, Dynamite, Joey Ironside, Man of Steel, Hakeem Adelakan, sign him up, sign him up, sign him up. Oh, there's so many names that you could say. Matty Craig, the Hot Spur. That's his new nickname, the Hot Spur. James Maxwell, the next Andy Robertson. Yeah, just wonderful showing by all of them. All of them were just on point in that game, and especially in that second half. They definitely demonstrated what they need to do. Harrison Biggins. Stocksbridge De Bruyne. Wow. I mean, he's been coming along nicely during this run of form. And, it makes me wonder. I know a lot of people, I think 6 months ago would have said, don't sign a new contract. But some people are now saying, you know what? Maybe look at the option. Because to be fair to Biggins, he is proving why he should be in this team next season. And he is earning himself a contract. Just hope it's not elsewhere. I think I can't remember who said it to me after one of the home games, but they said that Mansfield would be a good club for Biggins, which I kind of don't like the fact of saying that. So I hope Mansfield don't go in for him. So for me, I think Biggins would be an excellent contract. I think that he'd be much needed. And to be fair, I wasn't all for it at the start, but you know what? I think he's earned himself a contract at the moment. So, I definitely look at that option. And like I said, the loanies again just proving exactly what they're here to do, and that's to make the squad better. And it's proven why the general recruitment was so good. Hurst, when he came off the bench, again did well. For me, if you were to give a man of the match, who would you give it to? I mean, Molyneux had an excellent game. Anderson just put in an absolute performance and looking more like the Tom Anderson we saw before the Fleetwood injury 3 years ago. I thought what Donny did well was and you know what, this is a good thing on McCann, by the way. Going into this game, we saw that they were playing with two strikers rather than the 4-4-1-1 or 4-5-1 kind of thing. So they switched to a 4-4-2, having Hopper and Akinde, two lump forwards up front, two target men. And then what the Rovers do, you put Oluwu on the bench, which could be seen as harsh on Oluwu, but it ended up being a tactical masterclass by Super Grant McCann. Forget Superman, Super McCann. And, you bring off a ball playing defender, you bring in another stopper, you put Biggins in the number 10 role, and you watch it flourish. And my God, did it flourish. Tactical masterclass in the end, and it proved to be an absolute treat. So Gillingham on Saturday, that's going to be very interesting. I'm going to be there for that one. I'm bringing the mics. I'm going to be bringing all my equipment. I'm going to be ready for the final day of the season to watch his fingers crossed secure the minimum point that guarantees a playoff spot. And I can't believe I am saying that because literally about a month ago I was saying we could end up getting relegated. Now I'm sat here saying, you know what? I think we're about to confirm it. And if we confirm fifth with a win, we get Crewe. Or Crawley even. And you know what? It could even set up a final between either MK Dons or Bradford. And Bradford would be quite ironic considering all the drama between Bradford and Donny fans over the last few years and all the beef on social media over the years between Donny and Bradford fans. And, an all Yorkshire final, of course, would be fantastic. MK Dons, we battered them on New Year's Day. They've beaten us as well. That'd just be a nice chapter 3 to kind of end that bit of a saga to see who goes up as well. So, and the potential of Barrow still being in that mix as well, Crawley being in that mix, Crewe being in that mix. Obviously, Crewe could maybe drop to 7th potentially, so we could end up having a Donny Crewe final. Two sides relegated together from League One a couple of years ago to now being in a spot of going back up. And you know what? I do fancy us to be the team to beat in the playoffs. I do fancy us, but I don't want to underestimate any of the teams because the playoffs is a complete different kettle of fish to the regular season because anyone could turn up on any day. The form side could go out. The form side could literally go out of those playoffs in an instant. So that's why I don't discredit any team. But I'm really looking forward to the playoffs. It's going to be a really, really lovely time. And you know what? I'm just buzzing. I really am just buzzing at this point. So it's going to be interesting. I can't wait for it. It's going to be wonderful to see what happens. I can't wait for the playoffs. Fingers crossed we confirm it with at least a point on Saturday. I'd much prefer 3 so we can break our own club record for the amount of wins in a row. But for now, Colchester United, 1. Donny. Good old Donny. 4. I'm off to the south for a pint. Make sure you do like, comment, subscribe. I am the CHALL. Ta-ra for now. That's full time. Urates. And I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it. Whoa, whoa, you know. Donny's won 10 in a row. Come on.